How can you play like Pascal Siakam? And what has he been doing this season to make him so successful? Well, in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to play like NBA player Pascal Siakam and some of the skill sets that he has that may have made him so successful with this season. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
First, third and fast break points, the areas that struggled against New Orleans, and thus far have done a nice job.
So one thing that Pascal Siakam has been doing well this season is getting a few triple-doubles. So now let's go into how he's gotten these triple-doubles. So in this game against the Brooklyn Nets, he had 37 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. And on his first play, one of his teammates gets a steal, and they're on the fast break, and he passes it to an open teammate, and then they finish at the rim. And then on this play, he backs his defender down and does a post spin into a hook shot. And the post spin is a really effective move to use in the post, especially after faking in one direction and then spinning in the opposite direction, because that's a good way of changing direction and getting past your defender. So if you're a big man and you operate in the low post very often, then definitely utilize the post spin. And on this play, Pascal Siakam has a mismatch with Kyrie Irving guarding him, and he backs him down and scores in the paint. And that's a bigger player. If you get matched onto a smaller player and you're much stronger than that player, then you can definitely use your strength to back that player down and score in the paint. What do you want now? Okay, I have a question. What is a triple-double? A triple-double is when you get double-digit stats in 3 categories. Oh, okay. Interesting. What else? And another question, who is Pascal Siakam? Pascal Siakam is a power forward on the Toronto Raptors. Oh, I see, Siakam. And he does behind the back into a between the legs crossover, but then passes it to a teammate cutting to the rim. And then the Raptors come away with a steal, and they're on a fast break, and he passes it to an open teammate for a three-pointer. And here the Raptors have an open three-pointer, but they miss it, which then leads to a teammate tipping the ball, and Pascal catches it and then puts the ball back up into the net. And he knocks down a contested mid-range jump shot off the dribble. And then he comes down the court and backs down his defender and then goes into a post fadeaway, which is also really good for creating a little bit of separation to get a shot off. And being a big man with handles can really add to the advantage that you have over players on the court, because then you have the ability to block shots, get rebounds, post up, and you can create offense for yourself and your team. And he can knock down the three-pointer. And with Pascal's ball handling ability and his ability to score in the post, it can open up a lot of jump shot opportunities for himself, and it can open up some jump shot opportunities for open teammates. And Pascal comes down the court and scores through the contact. And if you're a player who is interested in dominating the basketball court and getting numbers and, doing things such as getting triple-doubles, then one thing that you could do as a big man is, score more points in the paint or score more points in the mid-range area, or even if you have a three-point shooting ability, then you can score that way as well, or just even get to the free throw line and knock down notes.
12 total rebounds over the last 3 games. Here's Siakam with a jumper, swish.
And Pascal Siakam gets to the basket and does a shot fake and gets his defender in the air and gets him the easy bucket. And the shot fake is another effective move that you can add to your game to score in the paint as a big or small player. And on this play, he comes down the court and throws a bounce pass to his teammate, and his teammate goes into a post fadeaway and makes it. And on this play, he attacks his defender by swinging the ball to the left and gets an easy path to the rim and finishes. And this is another move that you can add to your game to be able to blow past any defender. And on this play, he does the same thing but gets cut off by his defender and stops and goes into a spin move and finishes at the rim. And this is what you can do if you get by a defender but the defender cuts off your path to the rim. You can then use a counter move to create another opportunity to score. And then Pascal steals the pass and throws an outlet to his teammate, and his teammate finishes with the dunk. And if you really want to get more triple doubles like Pascal or really any player, it's really important to actually be skilled in those different categories. And even as a smaller player, you can still get triple doubles yourself. You could get points, rebounds, and assists. You could get points, steals, and blocks. I mean, it's possible for really any player to get triple doubles. But make sure you're not just doing that for the stats. Make sure that what you're doing on the court is actually helping your team win as well. And after coming back from injury, he gets a double-double against the Cavaliers. And here he goes into a between-the-legs crossover into a spin move and throws up the shot and makes it. And I've talked about using the post spin as a good way of getting past your defender, but even using the spin move out of the post is just as effective. And he comes down the court, does a crossover, and goes into another shot fake, which then gets his defender up in the air, and then he scores. And here he drives to the right a little bit, but then proceeds to back his defender down and goes into another post fadeaway and knocks it down. And then he drives, which then draws this player over, which then gives his teammate an open three, and he knocks it down. And another reason why it's good to have multiple skills or be just an overall threat on the offensive end is because it can open up opportunities for your teammates to get either wide open shots or wide open pass to the rim. And he comes off the inbound and knocks down a contested three-pointer. And then he drives, stops, and knocks down the mid-range jump shot. Now to recap. One way to play like Pascal Siakam is to develop multiple skills, such as shooting ability, passing ability, rebounding ability, and just the ability to score in the paint. And having multiple skills in your game is also important for getting things such as triple doubles. And having a good ball handling ability as a big man is a good way to add yet another advantage to your skill set that can really help your team win and just help you become more unguardable. And a couple of moves that you could use as a big man is the post fadeaway, the post spin, and the shot fake. And another way to get more points as a big man is if you get switched onto a smaller and less stronger player, then use your strength to your advantage to back that player down and score in the paint. And when you master these different skills, moves, and abilities, you can be that big man that dominates the NBA, or you can be somebody that can just be an overall threat for any basketball team. And then when you have more strengths than weaknesses in your game, then when the team tries to take away your strengths, you'll have even more strengths to go to. And then you'll be able to do things like this.
He's that guy that can find those passes at different angles.
And in the bucket, I'll try to deliver the knockout blow on Halloween back with that now. Pascal plus the foul to start. Raptors running again. Ananobi. Cutter. Siakam, the slam and the foul.
From game 1 to game 2, there has been a significant jump.
Siakam got a three and a foul. 10-0 run for the Raptors. And Athlete steps in front of Harris for the steal. Bounce ahead.
And earlier in this video, I mentioned the shot fake as being a good move to use to score in the paint. But if you want to learn more moves that you can use as a basketball player, then click this video right here.
Murray.
Oh, how about that? Pascal over Capella. He's got 9 points. Collins attacking.